Hi, I'm Lawrence.
I'm Nick.
Welcome to the Nick and Lawrence Show.
All right, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Excuse me. So, we have some anniversaries to celebrate, you were telling me?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, let's just dive right into it.
Yep. So, I was talking with Nick and we were kind of noticing how several classic Disney films all happened in February, all about the same time and stuff. So, we'll start off with Snow White. Snow White actually, Snow White and Pinocchio actually got I guess we'll start with Pinocchio because Pinocchio had both.
Well, how about we start with the oldest one?
Yeah, we'll start with Snow White.
Okay.
Because Snow White actually had its premiere in December of 1937.
Okay.
And then followed. Oh boy. I just blanked on all the. I had all the information and a.
Well.
And
that's okay.
Like that, but
the magic of editing.
Right. Okay. So. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. So Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs was 1937, and it had a December premiere release, but then it went coast to coast February the following year.
Okay.
In 38.
Okay.
I think that's about right. And you can comment.
Yeah. If that's not right, we'll.
I should know the answer, and
we'll
the next time.
Yeah.
We'll mention it in our next video.
Okay.
I had the facts, but then.
Yeah, but so let's see. Well, we'll go with the coast to coast release, which was February of 38, which would have been how many years ago?
About 80. Yeah, 80. Let's see. 18 was 80. So 82.
82 years.
Yeah, 82 years.
Right.
So.
82. Snow White's over 82 years old.
Right. But I brought several versions of the film. I didn't have the Platinum Edition, but I had this really cool picture of the Platinum Edition that was cool. But it just shows you the difference between, and then we went from that, and then we have this, which was the Diamond Edition, which was next. And it came along with, it actually came in two different sets.
Oh, so the DVD also?
So you had this Diamond Edition combo pack, and then you had this really cool 2-disc DVD that's similar to the DVD and Blu-ray. But I loved how the artwork kind of changed on those two. And then we have the Walt Disney Signature Collection.
So did you just get that one?
I got that one just...
Because that would have been the signature collections are the ones that like just recently. Yeah,
and this has the digital copy and everything. So this, I think this came out for their 80th anniversary in 2017. I'm looking for the.
That would make sense.
2016, yeah.
Okay.
Which should be about the 80s. So there's our 80th anniversary right here.
Okay.
So 2016, which really means it was 1936, I guess,
well,
roughly. It can't. Usually they put releases before the anniversary.
Yeah.
Which, so.
And if you follow along with, when we talk about the movies, we talk about the collections for Disney. If you follow along with the Disney movies, you know that the Walt Disney Signature Collection is what they are. It's like the series that they are releasing now.
Well, it's been the series that they've kind of done with the Platinum and the Diamond Edition. So, Pinocchio was next, and that was February 5th, and I think maybe 10 days later, something to that effect, in 1940. And that one is cool because this is now their 70th anniversary this year.
This year, yeah.
This year.
Wow.
So that one is a little easier because it was 1940. That one, and Pinocchio happens to be my favorite of the animated classics. But this is the Platinum Edition, and this one actually was the very end of the Platinum Edition set. Now, it never got released on Diamond Edition at all because when they did this, they did a DVD set and they did a Blu-ray set for the Platinum.
Okay.
So this came out right for their 60th
70th.
I should say 80. 80 because if you see the cover, this was 10 years ago released.
Mm-hmm.
This was the 70th anniversary of this year that marks Pinocchio's 80th birthday.
Okay.
Okay, we gotta.
Yep, we're on track.
We're on track.
Back to the Future.
Okay, so this was the 70th anniversary, and like I said, they did not do a diamond edition, which was kind of sad because they'd already released the Blu-ray through their platinum, so they did two separate, a DVD and a Blu-ray, and we totally never got a diamond edition. So the next in that particular series is that they finally got it on the Walt Disney Classics series, and this is, kind of, I guess,
the Signature Collection.
The Walt Disney Signature Collection, and
that's a newer one, right?
Newer one. This is the newest.
Yeah, because you just got that in 2017.
2017. So it was a little bit before the 80th this year, but so that's needed to get the Blu-ray and the digital copy.
Yeah, sure.
At least, so that was kind of.
Well, that says the first time it's on digital in that one.
Yeah, first time on digital. I think Snow White was the same, but I don't think I got a little tag or something because these were Christmas, birthday, etc.
Got it.
So
okay.
So next we have Peter Pan, and like I said, I believe in the first week of February, like we're going the 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
Mm-hmm.
These movies, Peter Pan was next in the days of going forward as I was going through on Facebook and Instagram and etc.
Mm-hmm.
But we have Peter Pan, and we have I don't think they've done a signature collection yet, but we've got the Platinum Edition here, and then following up with a Diamond Edition.
Okay.
And so we've got those two, but maybe someday we'll get that in the Walt Disney Signature Collection.
I think
Yeah, so Peter Pan.
I have one of those.
Yeah. So, but
You keep talking. Let me go check real quick.
Okay. So with
keep talking about that. I'm gonna go look for my Peter Pan version.
Okay. Yeah. So with Peter Pan, the thing that's really cool about Peter Pan is that it only, as I looked through it and noticed that it had one date, so it went coast to coast. It didn't have a premiere, didn't have anything. It came out in '53, so we're now on its 67th anniversary.
Okay, I'm coming back.
Let's see.
This is interesting, actually. So this is the one that I have, and it's
it is the Signature Collection.
It is the Signature Collection, but they call it the Anniversary Edition. Okay. So that one was released in 2018. So that is the Signature Collection. So that's the one I have, because I have the Disney Movie Club and all the Blu-rays and digitals they have from Disney Movie Club are the Signature Collection now. Well,
I know that this movie is now 67.
Mm-hmm.
So when you said what the year was?
So this is an Anniversary Edition.
Yeah, but what was the?
2018.
18, okay.
And when did you say it came out?
It came out in 53. So this is the 65th anniversary as of 2018 because
yeah, yeah, they don't say it on here.
So they don't say it's the 65th, but that's, I think, what they're going for if that was the 2018 release.
Yeah.
So I must have missed seeing that being promoted. Otherwise, I would have gotten it by now.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Because I'm trying to keep up with.
Now you have one you need to get.
So next we have Cinderella, and Cinderella is the most recent because it actually was premiere. So, like I said, we're kind of going out of year because these are all going by the dates that they came out. What I thought was of interest was that the first week of February, Snow White, followed by Pinocchio, and Peter Pan, all were in that first week, and they had their coast to coast. And then, like I said, Peter Pan did not have a premiere. It just went to the theaters, I guess worldwide or maybe coast to coast in the United States. So. But now we're going to go back to a movie that came out after Snow White and Pinocchio. At least we're looking at Cinderella, and Cinderella is coming up this year like Pinocchio is doing. They've got a big milestone anniversary, and they're doing their 60th anniversary, and February 15th was the premiere day, and on March 4th will be everybody gets it's going coast to coast or however you want to.
Okay.
So we're still not at the premiere date or the worldwide, but we're definitely we've just passed the premiere. So we have we have both the Platinum Edition and we have the Diamond Edition. I'll have to keep looking since Nick's found out. Who knows?
Yeah, no, I believe they just came out with Cinderella on the Signature Collection.
Okay, so that's probably those two things will be on my birthday list. And if that's the most recent one for that anniversary, that'll probably be one that we'll both have to add to the collection.
Yeah. Well, I know because I need to get Pinocchio, Snow White, and Cinderella.
So the movies here I've had are ones that are. Were just really amazing that they all had releases, at least for Pinocchio and Snow White and Peter Pan, they all were released in February of the following year.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, that's interesting. February must be a good release date, or it must have been back then.
Yeah, back then. But all of these movies had a release. Cinderella was back in the day when it just got bumped out to March. But it is pretty interesting that now Pinocchio, like I said, with Pinocchio had both its premiere and release in February, and I think that Peter Pan did the same thing as well.
Mm-hmm.
But Snow White is probably Snow White and Cinderella are both ones that they had their like I said, with this we know that with Cinderella it didn't have too far of a release like Snow White. I mean, Snow White obviously had its premiere in December, right around Christmas time.
Probably, yeah.
Right around Christmas time of 1937, and then February 3rd of 38 had its release. So it's between 82 to 83 years old.
Now, did I hear this somewhere? Tell me if I'm right or not, if you've heard this. But was Pinocchio one of Walt's favorite stories?
No, it was Peter Pan.
Oh, it was Peter Pan.
Peter Pan.
Okay.
Which, took...
Was it one that he read to his kids?
It was one that he grew up watching. He had seen a show when he was, I think, kid or teenager, and gone to like a live action version, and that's what he liked. But I think it just took so long until they could get the rights to it.
Yeah. That's cool.
But it's interesting that it's like a lot of the movies that we learn about, like Mary Poppins would have been one of the first five if it hadn't been such a long time to get the rights to. And Saving Mr. Banks is a good movie to learn about it. But just in little detail, it was supposed to be one of those top fives as a cartoon, not a live action. But I guess as time has gone on, he created live action, then he created cartoons, and was only doing so many handful, at least for the 50s, so many handful of cartoon animation films, including shorts.
Yeah.
By that point, so he was digging into, like, Peter Pan just happened to be a cartoon because it worked better. But even in '53, he was doing live action movies. He was already doing he had done a live action Robin Hood, and he had done Treasure Island and a couple of other 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, all within the 50s. So he was getting into live action films. Somebody wrote a comment through a private Disney Plus thing that I thought was fascinating. Somebody says, "When is Disney going to make a live action Robin Hood?" And somebody said, "Well, it's already been done." Mm-hmm. So it was done before somebody did the bad animation version of Robin Hood.
Mm. Yeah, sure. Yeah, Robin Hood's been around for a while.
I liked the cartoon, but I've heard mixed reviews that it wasn't all that great. It was done after his death, and I kind of noticed it was recycling all of Walt's older cartoons that have been recycled. You'll see like Baloo that shows up in Robin Hood, and you'll see like Haw the Snake. It's like seeing like the Jungle Book and the story of Robin Hood. It's like
they just use some of the same characters.
Some of the same characters, a couple of voice actors. You'll which it wasn't not that it was the normal thing of Disney, even when Walt Disney was live. But this one, it just didn't feel like.
I liked it. Yeah. Okay, well, so we have one last anniversary to talk about before we wrap up, and what's that?
So, as we're taping this is February 19th, and as you know, this will be uploaded in the near future. You guys are watching this in the near future, and this is the 52nd anniversary of the national children's show, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Your favorite?
My favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, and pretty much the props they've got: speedy delivery hat, my watch, socks that I'm actually.
Oh, you're
wearing.
celebrating, yeah.
Well, I usually do that, and Fred's birthday, which will be in March.
Okay.
Maybe we'll do something.
Yeah,
on
definitely.
Definitely in March or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we've done videos on Mr. Rogers before, so we won't.
We've kind of slipped it in. We might go.
We won't go into too much detail right now, but we'll follow up again. Just wanted to mention that today, as we're taping, is the 52nd anniversary of the United States National.
United States. The national that.
Because it didn't start in the United States, right?
Well, yeah, he had a 15-minute show in Canada that ran from the early to mid '60s. Brought it back to Pittsburgh and did 100 programs for he made 100 programs for the Eastern Educational Network, and that which was preceded 1 year before the national run, but they needed funding and trying to see if they couldn't get people interested in enough in it. I mean, there's a long history of the show, and like I said, I would love to dig deeper into that on another vlog.
Yeah, next time.
Next time for sure. Like I said, we'll dive in because we've hit here and there things that I've had because of Christmas and other things, but we've never really dig deeper. So I want to save some of the goodies and stuff and the information for another vlog.
Okay, sounds good.
Yep.
Well, on that note.
Yep. I'm Lawrence.
I'm Nick.
And we'll see you next time.
All right.
Remember to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel here, and remember to follow us on Instagram. And I think that's all we have for today.
Yep. All right. Until next time. What are you gonna say? Speedy delivery.
Speedy delivery for our next vlog.
All right. See you guys.